French Quarter at the Superdome.
The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard
line. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Here's Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. Touchdown, Detroit.
Bring it.
Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And here's Kamara on the read option.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there out of the running game. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now a toss. Kamara left side. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints, if they convert the extra. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
6-6.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Running is Swift, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. On the handoff, this is Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Check. Max 22, Max 22. All day.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 46.
All tied up, 6-6. Our score after one.
With the score tied 6-6.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 42, a 5
Yardage in your running game.
Max 22, Max 22.
open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like
outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another day.
Now back to throw. Out of the back before reaching the 10-yard line. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have
Critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
For 3rd down and 9. Prescott. He's able to find Miller. Touchdown, Detroit. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. The extra point now coming from Myers. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Lions 13, Saints 12. Chris Nagar set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Bulldozes past him. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So 3 plays already, 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. He'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking
for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 90 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some. Touchdown, Detroit! DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Now Myers for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Saints 25, Lions 20. Chris Nagar set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mark 22, Mark 22.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 7.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Thomas brings it in. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on fourth. Here we go with Kamara. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Saints 32, Lions 20. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll run with Penny, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Steps away. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Lions have recovered. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Demario Davis there on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's brought down. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
At the 2-yard line.
Swift is in for a Lions touchdown. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Myers connects on the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game.
32. Lions 27. Chris Nagar set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Second down, and it's Kamara again. Now another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So turn. Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This will be fielded at the 17. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he would.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big pickup there on the run.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Second and 10.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2nd and 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can put... And he's taken down here by the Saints. Javon Kinlaw, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run here with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
And Kamara has it stripped. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right